Woo! Taking a pummel in here. Battered. The wind and rain has absolutely battered me today. Hello everyone, welcome back to a very windy, weird day. It's quite warm, but yet breezy. And anyway, I'm talking about the weather. We're on our way up to Black Hill, Wessendon. We've got about a 10-mile route today. I've just set off, and I'm not going to lie, that first part there was so confusing. If I've got it about me, I'll put a map up now of the route, so you can see the route that I'm taking. And that initial first bit, there's no path there. Now I think it's quite infamous, the Black Hill. They've put flags up there, put stones down by all accounts now. But I think it was my brother-in-law was saying how Wainwright said that it was one of the more treacherous parts of the Pennine Way, because we're going to join the Pennine Way at some point. So Black Hill, Wessendon. I'm still really confused. I'm not sure I'm on the right path, but I know the general direction we're heading. I'll check in with you in a bit when I get to the top, and yeah, I'll keep you posted. Nice and easy. It's going to rain. It's going to be a bit grimmy at times, but we'll be alright. Okay, I'll check in a bit once I'm not as confused as to where I am. Alright. Found what looks to be a path. The rain's just starting. Nice day for a hike actually. I don't like it when it's too hot and clammy. So yeah, hopefully the rain won't get too bad. Because yeah, being cold is one thing, being soaked to the bones the other. So put you away. I'll check in with somewhere a bit more scenic. Oh, I tell you what, it's hard going this bit. I've not even gone a mile yet. It's one of those routes where, well, look at it. Every now and again you come across a vague outline of a trail, but other than that it's just this. You've got to try and navigate across, which is all very exciting, but I'm spending more time staring at my map to make sure I'm going the right way than anything else. But we're getting there. We're outdoors. It's all part of the adventure. Here we go, this looks a bit more like it. More of a trail. Right, well, hopefully I don't sink into a peat bog. It's nice though. Nice. That was a very tricky start. It's not over yet. I found a path, and there's a stile there, which is always a good sign. Very treacherous that over there. Lovely, isolated. I mean, I'm glad I had a full charge on my phone because I was staring at that map step by step. So I'll get over this stile. I think the path gets a little clearer over there as well, which is nice. So good. It's very rugged around here. I can see why. I'm not up Black Hill yet, but you can see already where they'd get the name. Look. Obviously, never does it justice through the camera, does it? But yeah, gorgeous place. No, pointless. I mean, I can hear them. I think that is a curlew based on what people have told me about the sound that they make. Anyway, sorry, I'm not very good at the bird watching stuff, but I'm going to learn. I'm going to get a little book. I'm going to find out. I'm going to do some bird research because, you know, it's interesting and I'm of an age, so why not? Going's got a little bit easier now. And this ends at the top of Black Hill, which, again, never been up there before, so it's going to be a first for me. The bog got me. I tried to jump it. I just misjudged it. I did check first. I knew it wasn't going to be too deep. I knew I wasn't going to need saving, but I still got my boot. Didn't get the boot, but you've got to think sensibly. Now I'm adding on now. Maybe even a quarter of a mile onto my pre-planned route, because I'm just looking down at like the bog there. And I don't want to become a lesson. I think actually I might have even, because of my safety-minded brain, I think I might have even found a nicer route than this hill. Because look at that. I mean, it just looks, you can't see a great deal of water, and it looks quite green and lush. It's all bog. You just sink. So just be careful when you're out and about, and be ultra careful, particularly when you're by yourself, because you don't want to become a lesson. Well, the route that I plotted out didn't make any sense in the real world, but that's to live and learn. This path's actually quite, well, it's different, but the path I'm supposed to be on is over there somewhere, but it just doesn't exist. There is no trail. Whereas just by virtue of trying to skirt round the huge bog and gully, I found myself on this. So I think a lot of hikers that come this way have done the same thing as me. We made it. Here we are. Here we are. Black Hill. Highest point in West Yorkshire. Probably at the minute the windiest as well, sorry about that. We're cracking on. We're on the Pennine Way, look at this. An actual trail, a path. Yes, we've done Black Hill, lovely. That was a treacherous little first mile and a bit of the hike. No trails or anything to speak of, but it's part of the fun. I didn't get lost. I got a little bit lost. I was always heading in the right direction. I was always safe. That's all that matters. Right, we persevere. Onward. Only about another 8 miles to go. Here we are. Pennine Way now, pretty much, not quite all the way to the end, but certainly for a good portion of this, a few miles now, so beautiful up here. Caution sign here, what's this then? Caution. Dinclough River, cross more difficult in very wet weather, alternative route with a bridge crossing via Kirklees Way. Which way am I going? I hope I'm going that way. Looks a bit more my style. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're going the easy way. Happy days. Not really much to tell you. Pretty long, straight, bit uphill. It's all pathway, which is quite nice. So I've done about 3.5 miles or so. So what I'll do is I'll put you away, get another mile out of the way. So we've done about 4.5. When we get to 4.5, 5, we'll stop and have a sit down. Sorry if I look like a highwayman, but it got a bit windy there. I just put this little buff up just to protect my nose, and I feel like my lips are getting a little bit, not sunburned, but anyway, look at this for an interesting, adventurous little section of the Pennine Way, down and up. So yeah. Well, weather's turned a bit. Got very wet legs. Feet are holding up all right. And obviously I've got my waterproof coat on, but windy, rainy. Quite nice though, actually. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. We'll see how I feel in a couple more miles, whether I mind it or not. Not even halfway yet, kids. We're getting there. We persevere. Sun's out now. Cracking flags. I've taken a bit of a detour because there's a bit of a off-trail section there to cut this corner out, but I'm just going to follow the Pennine Way, so I'm just walking up this little stretch. With the weather the way it's been, I've dealt with too many bogs today, so I'm just going to go up here with the rest of the general public and follow the Pennine Way like a sensible person. It's going to add a little bit of mileage on, but it doesn't matter, does it? Sorry about the wind again. Might be outweigh me. This is good walking around here, around Wessenden Reservoir. As you can see over there. Nice views around here. Going to stop and get myself like a little picnic, but I feel alright. Don't feel like I need it. I'm going to have myself a little bit of a trail snack, but I'm fine. Just going to plod on. We're over halfway now, I reckon about 6 miles in, 5.5, 6 miles in, and the going's good, so I'm a bit of a trail snack, a bit of water as I'm on the go. I don't think we need to sit and wait. We'll just crack on. Onward. Beautiful. I hope that you can see how steep this actually is. I'm going to put this away because I'm going to need my hands, I think. Oh, I know I said, oh, I'm falling. I know I said I wasn't going to have a breather, but those steps, ridiculous. I was on all fours at one point, crawling up them. Wow, that was steep. Anyone who's been on the Pennine Way, on this section of it at least, will probably know what I'm talking about. There's Wessenden Lodge down there, Wessenden Reservoir, up this path, and then where you can see those stones there, it might as well be vertical. Have a little bit of a drink of water, because that was what they call in the biz a thigh burner. Whew. I've just gone over on my ankle and it's quite bad, but I've got 3 miles to go. I might have to pause, and I've got some strapping in my bag. I might have to strap it up a little bit. It felt really bad about 30 seconds ago, but I'm walking it off a little bit. It's numb now. I can still feel it a little bit, but when I did it I thought I was in real trouble. But then yeah, it's numbed up quite a lot, so it was not a pleasant feeling. I don't think I'm going to stop and strap it up. It's numbed up. I think I'm going to pay for it tomorrow, actually, more than anything. We're on relatively flatter ground now. It is lovely, isn't it? It is lovely. Flagging a bit, I'm not going to lie. I'm flagging a bit. That section there, it's got this up because my lips are getting a bit dry. Try and keep the wind off them. Yeah, that last bit there, that last stretch, took it out of me. So I think if I do the shoot again, and I will do, because it's quite challenging, but I like that about it. What I'll probably do is aim for that point there and have a proper sit down, bite to eat, a bit of a drink, good 15 minutes, and then recharge the batteries a little bit, and then head off for the last 3 miles ish. Not too bad. It sounds like I'm complaining a lot, which I am, but I don't mean to. I do actually enjoy this, believe it or not. I'm just out of shape, but that's the reason why I'm out here, trying to get back in shape, at least a little bit. Anyway, still on the Pennine Way, living the dream. Couple of miles to go. We're in fine fettle. I let that section over there take the wind out of my sails a little bit, but we'll be alright. It's only a 10 miler. I keep having to remind myself when I do the Macmillan charity hike, by the time I finish this, it won't even be halfway. So anyway, let's buckle down. Enough complaining, let's crack on. I'm going to follow this now down to Reservoir, where I know there's another trail. It's going to add on a bit more mileage, but rather than trying to get across all there. Woo! Taking a pummel in here. Wind's really picked up. Just by Black Moss Reservoir. I'm going to try and follow it down this side. Rejoin the trail at the other side. Hopefully. Windy! Woo! Oh, that was a bit blustery down there next to Reservoir. Firing range over there, so definitely staying this side of that fence. But I found, I suppose you could call it a trail. It's a little bit clearer than this, just cutting across the width of the moor. Again, added a little bit more distance on, but I'd rather that than trying to wander through all that. So basically we're going to follow this fence line now, all the way in. It's going to take us back to the car. Curlew. You see it? Gorgeous, big, long beak. It's the only thing I know about them. Another one there. Absolutely all over the place. You can hear them before you see them. Did you see it? Gorgeous. Anyway, 2 miles. I've said that about 15 times now. 2 miles to go, and then I keep adding on distance, but yeah, 2 miles now. Hopefully. I'm not going to lie. The wind is kicking my ass. right in the face. This whole way up, it's been right in the face, and it's intense. Dries out your face as well. Gets in your lips and your nose. Dries you out. Right. Enough complaining. On we go. Battered. The wind and rain has absolutely battered me today. Well, it hasn't actually, to be fair. Just the last kind of couple of miles got a bit rough. The wind was crazy down there. Seems to go on forever. But I think all told, start to finish from where I joined it, be about, like I say, about 2 miles-ish. Anyway, we're getting there, less than a mile. Still in the middle of nowhere like, but apparently less than a mile. That was windy, rainy, really enjoyable actually. It's the last couple of 3 miles were really tough because I started off with that really tough uphill section and then wind, rain right in the face through this whole last section. Relatively flat, and there was a nice path actually, so yeah, not too bad. So yeah, a little bit wet and windy and rainy. It just goes to show, I suppose, that it's really important, even on a walk like this, which was 10.2 miles, I think, in total by the time I finished. You need to be prepared for the weather changing like this, because the weather forecast, it wasn't supposed to get like this today until kind of 4 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock now, so you just can't trust the forecast. So good walk today, I'm happy with it, and I'll see you next time.